The story kicks off with a homeless man named Dwight, a guy just trying to survive day by day. Whenever he found an empty house, he'd quietly slip inside, just to rest, maybe take a bath, feel human again for a moment. One day he's inside a house, taking a bath, finally relaxing, and then the front door opens. Dwight freezes. His heart drops. The owners are back. Without thinking, he jumps out the window and runs. No shoes, no plan, just survival. He keeps wandering from place to place, like a ghost no one notices, until one day he spots something. An old, beat-up car, completely abandoned. Rusty, broken, basically junk. But to Dwight, it's everything. A home. So he moves in. At night, he digs through dumpsters, finds leftover food, eats whatever he can, then heads back to the car, reads a book, and falls asleep. It feels like this man has no purpose. But that's not true. Dwight just got out of prison after 20 long years, and he wasn't waiting to start a new life. No, he was waiting for one thing: revenge. The very next morning, a police officer named Eddie shows up. She already knows Dwight. She pulls him out of the car and warns him. "I don't want you getting into trouble again." Then she drops the bomb. Wade Cleland is about to be released from prison. The same man who murdered Dwight's parents 20 years ago. And just like that, a fire ignites inside Dwight. This is his purpose. He's going to kill Wade with his own hands, no matter what. So he starts preparing. First, he fixes up the old car, installs a new battery, gets it running. Because Wade is being released from a prison in Virginia, and Dwight needs to get there. He even checks out a gun store. But the prices, way too high. No chance. So instead, he gets desperate. He breaks into parked cars, smashing windows, searching for a weapon. Finally, he finds a gun. But there's a problem. The trigger is locked. He tries again and again, struggling to open it, until he breaks the entire gun. Now he's got nothing. No weapon, no backup. So he makes a decision. He'll do it with his bare hands. Cold, personal. He heads to Virginia, unarmed, and waits outside the prison, watching, waiting. Then a limousine pulls up. The gates open, and Wade walks out. His family rushes to him, hugging him, smiling, celebrating. And Dwight just stands there, watching. The man who destroyed his life is now surrounded by love. Dwight's eyes fill with tears, but he doesn't stop. He follows them. Soon, Wade and his family stop at a bar, celebrating his release. Dwight takes a deep breath and walks in. Quietly, he slips into the bathroom and hides, waiting. Minutes pass. Then finally, Wade walks in alone. This is it. Dwight explodes out of hiding. He grabs Wade, goes straight for his throat. But Wade fights back hard. The two struggle violently. Punches, chaos, desperation. But Dwight doesn't stop. He can't. Not after 20 years. He attacks again. And this time, he stabs Wade right in the back. Wade collapses to the ground, gasping, "Dang, it's over." Dwight doesn't wait. He turns and walks out. Meanwhile, Wade's family starts getting suspicious. Why is he taking so long? They rush toward the bathroom. But Dwight is already gone. Outside, Dwight notices something. His hand. A deep cut, bleeding badly. Probably from the fight. Then he realizes. His car keys are gone. Locked inside his car. No time to think. So he makes another move. He takes Wade's car. Jumps in. And luckily, the keys are still inside. He starts the engine and drives off fast. But after a few minutes, something feels off. He hears a sound from the back seat. He stops the car, slowly turns around. There's a kid sitting there, a boy named William, and he's furious. "Why did you kill Wade?" Dwight breathes heavily, then says, "Wade killed my parents. He made me an orphan." The boy's face changes instantly. Fear, confusion. He panics, jumps out of the car, and runs. And Dwight just sits there, shaken. Something about that reaction doesn't feel right. A thought creeps in. What if he killed the wrong man? What if Wade wasn't the real killer? The doubt starts eating at him. Up ahead, he spots an empty house. Abandoned, quiet. He goes inside. He knows he needs to disappear. First thing, he cuts off his long hair, shaves his beard, changes everything about how he looks. Then he takes a bath, cleans himself up, becomes someone new. He bandages his wounded hand, puts on clean clothes, then turns on the TV, flips through every news channel. Waiting, but nothing. No mention of Wade's death. It's like it never even happened. Dwight steps outside again and sees a truck parked nearby. He asks the driver for a ride. No, He's heading somewhere important. To see his sister, Sam. Her husband is gone, and she's been raising 2 kids, all alone. After a long journey, Dwight finally arrives. Sam sees him, and she's overwhelmed. Happy, emotional, shocked. Her brother, after all these years. Later, they got to a restaurant together, trying to reconnect. But deep down, Dwight knows this story is far from over. Later that night, everything changes. Out of nowhere, Dwight finally says it. I killed Wade, the man who killed our parents. Silence. Sam is shattered. Her face drops. Her eyes fill with anger. She's furious. But deep down, there's something else too. Relief. The man who destroyed their childhood is gone. Still, the fear takes over. Sam tells Dwight something important. Wade's family lives right next door. They're rich or powerful, and they don't like us. They've insulted me before, showing off their money, their limo. Dwight listens carefully and quickly realizes this isn't over. Not even close. The Cleveland family is dangerous. And now that Wade is dead, they're coming. They won't stop until they find him. Then, suddenly, a terrifying thought hits both of them. Wade. They left the kids alone. Panic. Pure panic. They rush out of the restaurant, racing home as fast as they can. When they get there, Sam runs inside. The kids are safe. Thank God. But when she comes back out, her fear turns into rage. She walks up to Dwight. Slap. You ruined everything. Our life was finally getting better, and now you've dragged us back into this nightmare. Dwight stands there, silent. Then calmly says, I'll fix this. But until I do, you and the kids need to leave. He tells her, pack up. Go to Pittsburgh. Don't come back until I say it's safe. Sam hesitates, but she knows. Her kids come first. So she packs everything and leaves. Just like that, Dwight is alone. Now, there's only one thing on his mind. Protect his family, no matter what. He searches the house, checking every corner. But there's a problem. No weapons. Nothing. Even the kitchen knife is gone. So he grabs whatever he can find, anything that might help, and waits. Night falls. The house is dead silent until a car pulls up outside. Dwight rushes to the window and sees them. 2 men, Wade's people, brothers, Teddy and Cal, and they're not here to talk. They're armed. They're here to kill him. Dwight reacts instantly. He runs upstairs, turns on the bathroom light and the shower. A distraction. So when they enter, they'll go upstairs first, thinking someone's there. Then he moves downstairs and hides under the sofa, holding his breath. The front door creaks open. Footsteps. Slow, careful. The brothers move through the house and head upstairs. This is it. Dwight's chance. He slowly crawls out. But suddenly, they spot him. Cal pulls out a bow and fires. Arrows shoot past Dwight. He runs. No time to think. He sprints to his car, jumps in, and hits the gas. But in the chaos, he slams into Teddy. Teddy crashes to the ground. Dwight stops immediately, jumps out, grabs Teddy. Tell me, are you here for me or my sister? But Teddy's out cold. No answer. Then Cal appears, still hunting him. Dwight grabs Teddy's gun, fires. Cal ducks for cover. Dwight doesn't waste a second. He drags Teddy, throws him into the back seat, and just as he's about to get in, wham! An arrow pierces straight through his leg. Dwight screams. Blood starts pouring out. But he doesn't stop. He forces himself into the car, starts the engine, and drives. Cal is chasing, screaming. But Dwight keeps going. Faster and faster. Until he finally gets away. A few moments later, he pulls over. Breathing heavily, shaking. He opens the back door, drags Teddy out, and throws him into the trunk. Locks it. No. The pain hits. Hard. That arrow is still stuck in his leg. He tries to push it out with his foot. Tries to pull it. But it won't budge. The bleeding gets worse. He's losing too much blood. Still, he keeps moving. He makes it to a store. Buys medicine, tools, anything he can use. Gets back in the car. Tries again to remove the arrow. But it's no use. He's fading. Vision blurring. Breathing slowing. He realizes he might die. Right here. With no other choice left. He heads to the hospital. Barely holding on. But before he can even get help, he collapses. Everything goes black. When he wakes up, he's in a hospital bed. Weak, confused. Then he looks down. His leg, gone. Amputated. Wrapped in bandages. He survived. But just barely. Even now, he doesn't stay. He can't. He leaves the hospital, still injured, still bleeding, and heads straight back to his car. He taps on the trunk. Knock a knock. From inside, Teddy starts screaming, loud, desperate. He's alive. Dwight quickly changes out of his hospital clothes, and everything starts falling into place. His plan is still moving. Next stop, Sam's house. He gets there, locks every door, every window, turns off all the lights. No one can see inside. No one can know he's there. He cleans up the place, then steps back outside, sits in the car, and starts going through an old photo album. Pictures from childhood, memories, better days, happy days. Meanwhile, from the trunk, Teddy is yelling nonstop. My leg is broken. I'm thirsty. Help me. But Dwight ignores him completely, lost in the past, flipping through the photos, until he sees a familiar face, an old friend, Ben. That name brings something back, a connection, a possibility. So Dwight makes a decision. He's going to find him. He drives to Ben's old house, knocks on the door, but only his mother is there. She looks at him and recognizes him. Dwight, she tells him. Ben moved away almost a year ago. But before Dwight leaves, she hands him a card, an address. Try here. He's in the city now. Hope. For the first time in a while. Dwight takes it, gets back in his car, and drives for hours. Finally, he reaches the address, knocks on the door. A girl opens it. He asks about Ben. She tells him. He's still at work, night shift. He won't be back until late. Dwight stands there, tired, wounded, but determined. Because whatever comes next, he's not backing down. He would be free. Then Dwight came outside and waited, watching Ben's car. Around midnight, Ben walked out, and the two started reminiscing about old memories. Then Dwight said, Look, I don't have much time. I came here to ask you for help. I need a gun. Ben understood right away that something was serious. He told Dwight to go home, and they both headed back. Once at the house, Ben gave him the gun and asked, Do you know how to operate it? Dwight replied, Well, I don't really know how to use it, but I'll manage. Ben said, There's no one around my house. I can teach you how to shoot in the backyard. But Dwight refused. I've already gotten enough help from you, brother. I don't want to bother you anymore. I just need the gun. He took the gun and left. He also grabbed a watering can to give to Teddy. As soon as he opened the trunk, Teddy came out, and then he saw Dwight holding the gun. Teddy immediately started drinking water. Then Dwight asked, Why did you come to my house? To kill me? Or to kill my sister? Teddy said, We came to kill you, you bastard. Then he revealed something that shocked Dwight to his core. Teddy said, What do you think? Your father was a very decent man. No, he was having an affair with my mother. When my father found out about it, he was furious. He went to your house to kill your father. But he never wanted to kill your mother. She wasn't at fault in any of this. But she was also killed in the process. Then Teddy explained that his father sent Wade to jail instead, because Wade was under 18 and would get a lesser sentence. Dwight was devastated. He said, I want to end this once and for all. I don't want my family dragged into this again. I admit it. I killed your brother. I'll even surrender to the police for that. But Teddy replied, Our family doesn't live by such things. We don't follow the law. We live by our own rules. Now your entire family is dead. Your sister. Her children. All of them. Hearing that, Dwight raised his gun. Teddy froze in fear. Dwight handed him a phone and told him, Call your family. Tell them I'm coming to finish everything. No one needs to do anything. Teddy made the call and spoke to them. A moment later, Dwight reached forward to take the phone back, and Teddy seized his chance. He attacked Dwight and snatched the gun away. Teddy declared, Our family has its own rules. My father didn't serve a single day for 2 murders. He died of cancer. And now you're about to die too. He aimed the gun at Dwight and was about to fire. But then a bullet flew from nearby and hit Teddy square in the head. The shot came from Ben. He had been worried about his friend, so he followed him. Ben ran over, woke Dwight up, and said, I knew you were up to something. That's why I was following you. He looked at the gun in Dwight's hand and said, You have a weapon, but you don't know how to use it. If the bullet doesn't hit the target, the gun is useless. So Ben trained him. Hour after hour, Dwight started to improve. After the training, Ben gave him a gun, money, and some food. He also said, Your problem is my problem. We'll go together. But Dwight refused. You already saved my life, brother. I've received all the help I needed. Now our paths are different. And burn any photos you have of me, too. With that, Dwight left. But Ben still followed him. A short while later, Ben's car suddenly stalled. When he opened the hood, he realized Dwight had deliberately damaged the battery. Dwight knew Ben wouldn't stop chasing him, and he didn't want to get his friend into trouble. Meanwhile, Dwight ate dinner further down the road. Then he gathered his courage and entered the Cleveland family's home. He started looking for the men holding weapons, but there was no one there. So he collected every weapon he could find and threw them all into the river. No weapons. No advantage. Then he went to the grave of Wade's father, the same man who had killed his parents. Dwight knew he couldn't do anything to a dead man, so he urinated on the grave instead, because that man was the reason all of this happened. Then he retrieved Teddy's body, dragged it to the ditch he had dug behind the house, and buried it completely. After that, he sat inside the house, waiting for the men to arrive. He had set traps everywhere. He was ready, but no one came. Then, in the evening, the lights suddenly turned on. He grabbed his gun, heart pounding, waiting to see who had walked in. But then he realized the light was automatic. It turned on at 8 o'clock every night. He couldn't wait any longer. And that's where the real danger begins. He called the family's home number and left a message. He said he wanted to end things. He had no bad feelings toward the rest of the family. He was just the man who killed their parents. But if they went after his sister, he wouldn't leave anyone alive. Hours later, the Cleveland family returned. 3 people entered the house: Carl and his 2 sisters. From their conversation, Dwight learned that they already knew everything about Sam. They said Sam was currently in Pittsburgh and that they would kill him soon. Hearing this, Dwight became enraged. He shot Carl. Now only his 2 sisters were left. Dwight said, "I have no intention of destroying your entire family. My only fight was with your father. But you made a huge mistake by going after my sister." Suddenly, William appeared and shot Dwight. Dwight was hit, but he was still alive. Both sisters yelled at William, "Finish him off now." But William couldn't do it. Then the truth came out. William was actually Dwight's half-brother. Because Dwight's father had an affair with their mother, and William was born from that relationship. Dwight snatched William's gun. He had the chance to kill him, but he didn't. He let him live. The 2 women watched the whole thing unfold. Then one of them reached under the sofa and pulled out a machine gun. She started firing. A short time later, all 3 bodies were found. Carl and his 2 sisters were dead. Only William was left alive. Sometime later, in Pittsburgh, a man brought a newspaper to Sam's house. The headline said everyone was dead. That meant no one would ever come after Sam again. Dwight not only took his revenge, but he also kept his sister safe forever. If you like this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one.